Hey guys, my name is Steve and this is Wilmer Woodworks. I am so excited that it is getting closer to the Christmas holidays. So that means nothing more than more Christmas ornaments. So this is a variation of an ornament I did last year. The ornament had smaller ornaments in it that had each person's name in the family. This one we did a little different. We went with stockings. I'll show you how you can make this multi-layer ornament with just a few images. You'll need the stocking, a few different snowflakes, and that's really it. The rest is just simple designs, simple shapes, and basic font. We'll design this, and you can make this for everyone that you have to give a gift to this holiday season. Okay, so we are in Lightburn, and if this is your first ornament, I really appreciate you letting me show you how to put one together. If not, I appreciate you coming and watching anyway. So this is going to be a very simple and straightforward design. We are going to start with a circle. So in order to get our circle, we go over here to the ellipse, or yours may say rectangle. So you just click and go to the ellipse. And I'm going to put this on the black layer because I like leaving the black 00 layer as my cut layer. I don't know why, it's just what I do. And we are going to want this as a 4-inch circle. So if you don't actually draw a 4-inch circle, don't worry, you can make the adjustments up here. So you just double click, put 4 by 4, but then we do want to lock that. So that will keep the same aspect ratio. And then we hit escape so we don't draw another circle, and we hit offset. We're going to want an inward offset of 0.125 is okay. And this is our basic layout. I'm not going to add the top to the ornament just yet. I like to save that for the last step. Next thing we're going to do is put our text. So the first thing we're going to want is 2025 for the year, and you can change this font to whatever you like. Let's just take something random and leave that. And we're going to want this a little bit big just so we can read it. Let's leave it right about there. Now this is not going to be cut out, so we can put that on a different layer. We don't want it filled just yet. And we're not too concerned, but if you are, you can always select everything, go up here to vertical align and align everything so you can see exactly where it will be while you lay it out. The next thing we're going to need is Merry Christmas. And again, you can go up here and change that font to whatever you like. Let's just do that. That looks nice. And we do want to shrink this down a little bit. We just grab one of these corners and pull that down. Now notice I pulled it by the corner because if you pull it here, it will stretch and skew. So we just hit Control Z to go back. The very last thing we're going to want to do is put on another line, Wilmer family, or whatever your name is. If you're Wilmer, I really do appreciate the fact that we share the same name. So let's get something a little bit more broad. Here we go. We just want to go over here, pull that down, and that looks okay. It's a little bit big, so we'll select everything now, and then we'll just drag by the corner to shrink everything at once. So I am going to circle this in 2 different rectangles. So we go up here, we hold, select rectangle. I'm not actually going by a size, I'm just going by what we see. Let's put that on a different layer just so we don't get confused. And we want this to hug that text just a little bit. But to be sure, we can always hit escape and we can vertically align that so everything is correct. I like to ease these corners, so over here is a shape property. We go up to corner radius and we can go 0.05. 0.05. There we go. And that just rounds that curve and eases it a little bit. It just makes it a little softer. Next thing we're going to want to do is we are going to want to select our rectangle tool, and we want to do the same thing for the 2025. But I'm going to pull this down a little bit farther. We're going to do the same radius of 0.05, and we just want to round that as well. Now you can see that I pulled this rectangle past this other one because I'm going to merge these together, and I don't want it to merge with this rectangle up top or it'll just look a little goofy. With everything selected, again, we can just do a vertical line. Now I'm doing this usually I would lay everything out and do that vertical line at the end. We'll select both those black circles and we are going to weld that together. That looks decent. I really don't like the fact that though this rounds and then this is a hard corner. So let's round that corner a little bit. To do that, I'm going to zoom in. Now I'm just rolling on my mouse right now. and I'm going to hold shift so I get an actual circle. And I'm going to put this circle so the bottom of the circle touches the top of this line, and the side touches the side of that. Let's see, is that close to that round? Well, we wanted 0.05, so we can actually just do 0.5, and that will be the same rounding. So we just zoom in, and we just want that to touch. And you'll know if it's actually touching when we get to the next step. But before we do, hit Control D to duplicate and just move that off to the side for, actually, Control D and holding Shift, grab it in the center and pull it all the way to the other side. We'll work with that one later. But for right now, let's zoom back in, select our cut tool and check this out. So you notice how it's not actually selecting everything? That's because we have this small little gap there. So we are going to want to zoom out, select our circle, and just move it until it is touching. Let's try that again. So if we grab our cut tool, now we have it touching here, but we don't have it touching at the bottom. So holding shift again, just want that to touch, but now I moved it a little farther. And this is what we're looking for right there. So we want to delete that corner, and then delete the rest of that circle. And that will get us our cut. Now let's just try to line that up on the other side. Bring that circle so it touches. Let's see how we did. Well, we got the side, we just need to get the bottom. Okay, we delete that, and that is our circle. So what we want to do now is we'll just go through and we'll select and group this together. And now that that's grouped together, oops, I thought I deleted that. Cut that again. Alright, we'll group that together. And then we will hit duplicate just to duplicate that. We'll put that on a red layer and we will just hide that red layer for now. And then we can group this entire thing together. Okay, so that is our name badge there. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I go to Canva to grab some of my graphics, and I did that here. I just typed in Christmas stocking and holly, and these are the elements that I received. So you can use those if you like. I am just going to use this one here, and we'll just edit this a little bit to make sure it is something we can use. The first thing I'm going to want to do is I want to mirror it because I like it when the stockings face this way. I don't know why, it's just something I like. So we'll make that on the black layer because I do like my black layer to be cut. And then we'll have the red layer to do a nice little score. Nope, let's do that on the layer 3. Layer 1 will be our score. And then we'll do layer 3 as our fill. And so we select what we want, put that on layer 3, and that will all be filled. What I did notice is this is a little bit skinny when you do cut it out. So I'm going to put this on an outward offset of 0.625, and we're just going to delete the original. And then that just makes it a little bit easier to cut where we won't have missing pieces. So we select everything and we group it together, and then this way we can resize it and not have to worry about missing any pieces. We'll put this back on our ornament. Just turn it a little bit like it's hanging on a mantle. Control D to duplicate, Control D to duplicate. And then we will just drag this so it's as big as we want. I think that looks good. With all 3 selected, we will do a horizontal align, and then we go over here and we can actually distribute this. So now everything is spaced correctly. Shift, Control D, and that gets us 6. If we put these here, now we don't really need 6, so we can get rid of that because I only want to do 5 right now. Okay, so that's our stockings. We're just laying this out here, so we don't really need those. The next element that I'm going to bring over are some snowflakes, just to add a little bit of embellishments. With everything selected, we move that over. Let's take this one and this one. And you can use whatever snowflakes you want. The same thing, just go to Canva, type in snowflake, and see what designs you want as graphics. So I will put one here, put that on the green layer, Control D to duplicate, move this over here. Again, put that on the green layer, move this down, Control D to duplicate, move this over here. And you will just want to like twist these around a little bit. Okay, that looks good. All right, the last thing, actually, let's move this up a little bit. There we go. Last thing we want to do is add the top to our ornament. I like mine to be 1/2 inch, so 0.5 by 0.5. We're going to do an offset. We're going to leave the original. We're going to go inward, not outward. Click OK. Select this and this, and we will just vertically align that, and we'll pull this down until that top touches. Click on the outside and the outside, and we weld that together. That is our ornament. Now the only other thing I want to do is just, this looks like that moved over a bit. There we go. Now if we duplicate this, Control D to duplicate, and we'll just shift this over. And if we ungroup this, we can delete this, and delete this. We'll put this on another layer. This will just lightly score the material. This way we know where to line it up. We will delete these, and let's lay these out correctly so we can cut all these out. So we have 3 right now. Move this over, Alt D, duplicate, move it over, Alt D to duplicate. And these are just going to be cut out, so it doesn't really matter how they're lined. You just want to make sure it is in the circle. And the last thing we need to do is just add our names. So we will go to text and type in our text. And again, you could change this to any font that you like. We'll make this a fill and then just shrink and center. Okay, so you add the names of whoever you want. And if you have any questions, let me know. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It is a very straightforward process, and just knowing these simple techniques, you can modify and change this to little snowmen, any other little holiday knick-knack or decor, and it really does make a great gift. You can always add pops of color to it if you like. I tend to like my ornaments a little bit more on the natural side, but that's just my preference. So I'll have this design on my website for free just for a limited time. And then if you are a member of the school community, you may have longer access depending on what tier you're in. Right, until next time, my name is Steve. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to hit that like, hype, subscribe, ask questions, interact, do all the things. My name is Steve. Thanks for watching.